Right then, all set? Got everything? Let's go. In part one, we asked you to write down in one of these the things that you saw that made that ship unsafe. The things that made that ship a floating time bomb. Now we're going to check out the answers.
Like we said, it isn't a game. We're not trying to catch you out.
It's about staying safe, staying alive, at sea and when you're alongside.
If you're a professional seafarer, then safety starts right here, on the quayside. Safety at sea is not just the big things, it's the little things that matter too, like wearing gloves to protect your hands when you're handling the wire lines.
In part one, using your own safety book, we went through the ship marking down things that were wrong, unsafe. Now we're going to see how you got on. Ready? We'll start right here. Spot these? Gangways. They're supposed to offer a safe way on and off ship. This one could hurt you, even kill you, before you even step on board. Look.
This cable should be properly secured. The safety netting should be up here. And at night time, there should be lights on. And this rubbish shouldn't be in the gangway. Get the idea?
Everything look okay, yeah? Check in your books. What did you put down?
Ask yourself something. What if? What if the cargo shifted? Something fell? No hat to protect his head? No boots to protect his feet? What if? Nobody plans accidents or wants them to happen. They're just accidents, and they happen all the time.
Oil spilt on the deck. Did you spot that? That needs cleaning up immediately. Rubbish, litter of any sort. Pick it up and put it away.
Remember the ladder? Funny thing about ladders, this one seems to have a mind of its own. If you're using a ladder, make sure it's secure before you start to climb.
What did you see here? Did you spot this? The box blocking the exit? And what about this? An accident just waiting to happen. And look at that.
Did you notice that barrel of inflammable paint thinners left in the smoking area?
All it takes to turn a fire into a disaster?
Just one little spark.
You said it.
Look around. Could that happen to your ship? Think about it.
Think safety all the time.
Ah, mate, here's the CDs that I promised.
Oh, thanks. I'll give you back tonight.
Yeah.
After dinner.
Yeah, sure.
What's next? Engine room.
Hold it. Hard hat. Boots. Gloves. Ear defenders.
Right.
Eye shield. Is that what you do? Check you've got the right gear before you start work? You should do. On your ship, wherever you are, think safety all the time. Want to know how accidents happen? Like this, with a little carelessness. This form should have been filled in, and because he didn't do it, he's going to die.
The wheelhouse. We said there are at least 5 different things wrong in here. Did you spot them? The chart table. It's for charts. It's not for coffee mugs. And these, chart corrections. Each envelope must be opened when they arrive. The corrections that matter for you and your voyage must be entered to the chart right away. The course recorder. Newspaper to operate. If you see it's empty, replace it. Don't leave someone else to do it. If there's an emergency, seconds count, and your captain will need the ship's emergency procedure books. They should be on their shelf, always. Lost minutes can mean lost lives. Ships are dangerous places to work, whether you're at sea or alongside. Safety. From the masthead to the wheelhouse to your own cabin, think safety all the time.
There were 4 things wrong in here. Spot them? 1 spark, that's all it takes. Life jacket? Look after it. One day it could save your life. That man's off duty. Safety never is. If he drops off to sleep, then that cigarette could start a fire. Remember the fire? There are different sorts of extinguishers for different sorts of fires. In there? That was an electrical fire. It needed CO2 to smother it. Water would be useless. The lesson? Learn what sort of extinguishers are on your ship and learn how to use them before you need them. Like the lady says.
Save minutes, save lives. Ready? So, if you were first on the scene, what would you do? Is that what you'd do? Panic? Let's try it again.
No, sit down. Okay, sit down, come on. That's bad. Yeah, put your foot in this. Ah! Sorry. I'll get some help.
Better? A bit. Sitting him down reduces the shock, sure, but by putting his foot in the basin, the only thing he's doing is keeping the floor clean, while our friend here keeps bleeding to death. Meanwhile, he's ignored the unconscious man who's on the floor, maybe dying. It's not the noisy ones you need to worry about, it's the ones that go quiet. Again?
Okay, mate, look, stay calm. I'm going to deal with you in a minute.
Good. See what he's doing? Looking around, checking his own safety before moving forwards. That way, 2 injured men won't become 3 injured men. The priority is to check that everyone is breathing and that it stays that way. So, he's checking the pulse now to ensure the unconscious man's heart is still beating and making sure his airway is clear so that he can breathe. He's turning him over to make sure he doesn't swallow his own tongue or choke on his own vomit. Now he's helping the standing casualty. By getting the casualty to lie down, by raising the injured leg, he's using gravity to help reduce
Press
the
down with this
bleeding.
as hard as you can. I'll go and get you some help.
Using a towel, whatever's to hand, stop the bleeding by applying direct pressure. Rather than run for help, he's using his head and using the internal foam
We've got
to
a
call
serious
for
accident
help.
down here in the galley.
First aid, that's all it is. The vital first steps to keeping people alive. Would you know what to do?
Oi! The accident in the engine room, the one you saw in tape 1, it doesn't have to happen. It never does. Not if you follow procedures.
But there's more to it than that. Even though there was no warning sign or permit to work, that man could have checked with the chief engineer, done more than just looked before turning the switch back to manual.
Safety, it's not just about following the rules, it's about using your head. Pause before you act. Think. Take a moment.
Take 5, think safety.
But we're too late, aren't we?
You got those? Didn't you?
What is
Do you remember the lifeboat drill?
que conectar los
Firstly, they should all be wearing one of these. Also, they should all be wearing a life jacket when attending lifeboat drill. There's no point in having a safety drill if nobody's taking any notice or paying attention. Is there?
Next, we asked you to name 4 vital pieces of equipment you would expect to find in one of these. You could have chosen a thermal blanket, sea anchor, flares, fresh drinking water, food rations, a first aid kit, a whistle. And what's the first thing you put inside your mouth when you get inside the life raft?
One of these. No matter who you are, how strong your stomach. These are the first things that go inside your mouth. Seasickness inside a life raft, it can really knock you out.
The best cure for seasickness? Sit under a tree.
What's this? It's a parachute distress flare. It fires 300 meters up into the air, there's a loud bang, and the flare floats down on the end of a parachute. Where do you point it? Downwind. How do you fire it?
You remove the top cap, you remove the bottom cap, remove the safety pin to release the trigger, point the flare downwind, and move the trigger lever upwards. Better not. Not here. Shame.
You know what he's doing wrong, don't you? Don't you? Enclosed spaces, they're killers. Never, never, never go down one of those on your own.
called these videos Time Bomb. Why? Because unless your ship is safe, unless you think safety all the time, then your ship is a floating time bomb and the clock's ticking.
Want to know about risk, about danger? These are some of the elements that bring risk to working at
And the aim of all this?
of asking you to check out this ship, look for mistakes, and give the answers to all our questions. Keep score.
It's simple, to cut down on accidents, injuries and deaths at sea, to keep you safe.
Well, how do you think you did then?
I think I did okay.
Do you reckon you got the answers to that one?
I definitely got that one. I'm not sure. I was a bit dodgy on that one.
You must have got that one, right?
I
You
did,
must
yeah.
have got that. That is so obvious. That
Yeah,
one.
I did, honest.